Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Zadia and I'm welcoming you here to see these two beautiful bags that I have in front of me. And I just got them both fairly recently and I want to tell you the difference between them and which one I prefer. This is the Louis Vuitton Boite Chapeau. I think it's the medium size. They do come smaller than this, and then there's a larger one and a souple, which is a soft one. These are the hard shell, and they both were the same price for me. So I bought this one first, and I had seen it originally on Just We Lou's channel. I love her sense of style, and I want all of her bags. Every bag she chooses, I'm loving it and I want it. So it's really hard to watch her sometimes, but anyway, I was walking around New York and I saw this bag outside and I was like, here's my opportunity to try it out. I went straight for it. I thought of Just We Lou. Had that picture in my head and I said, I just want to try it out. I'm just very curious about the bag. So I went ahead and got it. And I actually really like it. You know, honestly, I thought it would be very uncomfortable with the structured kind of shape of the bag, but it's actually really cool. And I've worn it to an event here in the city, and I love that it created like a little bit of a support for me. So while I was watching the event, or I had my drink in my hand or whatever, I had a place to rest my hand very comfortably, and it didn't feel like it was getting in the way at all. So this is a monogram canvas, and it has the vachetta leather, which is already somewhat tanned, I guess. And it has this in the back. I'm not sure what that is, but I found that it was actually roomier than I expected it to be. So when you open it up, unfortunately it's kind of tough to open up with both hands. So I'm gonna open it up with this one. Oh, there you go. I think it's not so much the zipper stuff, although that is part of it, but it's the fact that you're going around a round surface and it's hard, okay? So when you open it up, you can see, I'm gonna kind of get in a little close. In the back, you have the black diamond stitching going on there. The back compartment is much larger than the front, and there is actually a lot of space. I can put my wallet, keys, and maybe some makeup, a hand sanitizer, things like that in the back, and then my phone, a lipstick, and maybe like immediate papers or cards right here, and that should be enough. I was able to close my bag, so I was able to take all my items with me comfortably that night. And yeah, it closes really well. So it has a top handle, and it also has a crossbody strap. And I just wanted to show you the construction of this. And so this is kind of something that you have to be on the lookout for when you're shopping here outside of New York. So let me just lean in. If you can notice, okay, so the canvas was well placed on the front of this bag. As you can see, the center's going down, and you have the LV appropriately spaced on both sides. This is, from what I can tell, this is the correct way it should be showing up on the bag, and everything else looks pretty good here. But this is the best part. Once you put this on, unfortunately, whoever put this on did a good job, but whoever placed this part on it, kind of went off center just ever so slightly. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe when I put up the handle, when you put up the handle, you can kind of tell. It's just a little bit, right, off. Okay, so if I put it down, I don't know. It just really depends, but for me, I can tell it's off. And the reason why I can really tell it's off is that if you look, you see how the tag kind of covers a little bit of this LV, but this one is fully visible right? That kind of shows you it's slightly, ever so slightly off. So that is unfortunate, and I didn't notice it at the time because you really have to look at it. The back is where you really see how it was placed quite off. So the placement of this canvas is not well done. You can see the LV is off to the side. These things are not lining up properly. There's this thing in the middle, which I think it belongs there. I don't know what it's for, but the back is just not well done. So luckily, obviously you're not going to really see the back too much, but you'll see it in your head, right? Then you have the side, the bottom. Again, you see these things were not totally well done, and the piping is slightly off. So all these things were combining to make it a bag that I'm not gonna say I regret it, because I wasn't expecting the moon and the stars, but like it makes me think, okay, this is a bag strictly for trying out the style of the Boite Chapeau. And that's about it. I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna wear it and just kind of feel my way around it, and then decide on whether I'm gonna get the actual one. Because if I love it enough, then that's, then this would have been a good trial run, which is what a lot of these should be for. When you going to get a bag, you shouldn't be testing it out for the first time if you're spending thousands of dollars, right? That's my philosophy on it. So I'm gonna focus on just using it for the style of the bag, as opposed to these like details that don't really matter when the bag is so cheap, but of course matter greatly when you're paying thousands upon thousands of dollars. So the zipper and the zipper pull are gold, but this was the first red flag for me when I brought it home, and that is that the kind of the waxing is a really bright red, right? So I'm not crazy about that. I think that's, for me, that's a giveaway. I'm not liking that. I like it when it's a dark red and it's more in line with how it should be looking. So yeah, this one, although it's a good bag, it functions perfectly fine, right? The kind of the details that went into it are not perfect, right? And they're not going to be. You get what you pay for, and that's okay, as long as you understand that that's what you're paying for, and you have that straightened out in your mind, right? Enough said. Okay, here's the one that I love. Now, actually, I bought this one a couple of days ago, and I wasn't intending to buy it, but I saw it outside and I was like, oh, a leather one. So this is now leather as opposed to canvas. I'm just gonna leave this one in view over here. And this one is completely black with the Empriente leather, right? And I noticed a significant difference immediately. So I'm gonna come again close to you to show you. Once again, we're going to lift up the luggage tag and we're going to take a look. And this is very well done, right? So it's lining up beautifully with the LVs on both sides. Everything looks great. And actually, when you bring down the tag, it was placed perfectly in the center. So someone knew what they were doing, which is really nice. You can tell because the distance here is nice. This may be ever so slightly off, I'm not sure, but like you really need to look at it, and now that you see it, maybe it's more obvious to you. But I like the placement here very well. And then let's look at the bottom. So much better. Take a look at this, right? That LV is right in the center, and if you look at this one, it's like way off. Like someone was not paying attention to the placement of the canvas. So already there's a huge difference in these two bags. Then when we look on the back was well done, okay? So it's placed perfectly on both sides, really well done. And along the side, you can see the piping is beautiful. It's straight. It goes along very well. There is a significant quality difference in the bags. Okay, let's open it up. And you're gonna have in the back, you're gonna have this white diamond stitching there with the name there in the back. And then you have the larger back compartment, the front, and then your center one right here. Same dimensions. And to close it, the zipper pull is much nicer. The only real flaw, that I noticed pretty quickly, aside from thinking this might be slightly off, is that the zipper here is kind of a gold color, and the zipper pull and the other metal is more of like a rose gold or a champagne gold. It's different. Okay, so I would say that for me is the most significant flaw that's going on here. Is it a deal breaker? No, I think I'm fine with it. I don't really mind. I'm gonna come back up here. I don't really mind. I think in the grand picture is that this is a beautiful bag, and I think it goes very well with my style. And yes, I know I'm adding another black bag to my collection, but again, this one is different. I feel like they're different even though they're all black and gold. I'm still waiting to get a black with silver hardware, but this I feel goes more with the things that I wear, with my sense of style. So yeah, there we go. If I stand up, I'm wearing sweatpants with my nice shirt, but whatever. It's just, it feels more elevated. This is kind of a night out bag, or a more, not official, but I guess official, right? If you're going to a more formal evening gathering. It's more of an evening bag, whereas this would be more of a daytime bag and more casual. This is busier for me. I feel like I would have to be very cognizant of what I'm dressing as, how I'm dressing when I'm going to wear something like this, versus this I can pretty much comfortably dress however I want and still know that I can grab this bag and go. So I'm making a decision to keep this one, and then I'm gonna let this one go, with perhaps in the future getting one, but honestly, I don't think so. I already have a monogram canvas bag. I have my Sac Weekender. I have my key holder, and I have the Palm Springs Mini monogram canvas. I think I have enough. I don't need like a closet full of monogram canvas. I love Louis Vuitton, but I love the different styles of Louis Vuitton. So I think this can go to not be replaced, actually, at the end of the day. But I really love the style, so I'm gonna keep this one. And I like that it's leather. I feel it makes it more refined, and the red of the waxing is non-existent, obviously. And so this really is so much better. The quality is so much higher, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to continue wearing it. And this one, I'm gonna check to see if a couple of my friends who were interested might want to wear it, might want to try it out. It's meant to be passed along for me from person to person. Hey, you want to try it? You want to wear it for a while? Give it to the next person, and we trade off. So it's just a fun. It's fun. It's fun to play around. It's fun to try out. Again, I don't take these too seriously, but this is the one I definitely want to keep. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.